What's up, guys? Welcome to SHOT Show 2020. We stopped by one of our favorite booths, Elite Force Umarex. Nigel's here to show us all of the new exciting stuff that Elite Force and Umarex are coming out with.
Yeah.
Some we've got ETAs on, some are upcoming. We figured we'd start off with a couple pistols. So tell us about some new releases as part of the Smith & Wesson line.
Absolutely, yeah. So last year we were really happy to announce that we picked up the Smith & Wesson license. So we've released the CO2 M&P 40. Now this is going to be a KWC OEM. This is on the market now, shipping, so check out your local retailers. Great performance on that. Some new items that are going to be coming down the pipe for 2020. We showed this last year. This is going to be the VFC OEM Performance Center, port cuts, little RMR action going on right there, green gas, really nice performing gun. But now we've got the long version. That's going to be a KWC OEM. They've thrown their hat into the ring. It's going to be the L, so it's going to be a little bit longer. And then it's going to have that great CO2 power from KWC. Of course, you got your adjustable back straps on that as well. So these are both going to be coming out for 2020.
I think people are going to be really excited to use this too, because the KWC 1911 that you guys have been
That's
releasing
Old
forever
Faithful,
is one of the best performing 1911s on the market. The CO2 power is fantastic, and they're at such an iteration now that they really don't have any malfunctions.
Right.
And I expect the same performance out of the 9L.
Yeah.
So show us what's going on in the world of GLOCK.
Absolutely. So GLOCK, yeah, that's the new guy there. From VFC, the new hotness coming out is going to be your Gen 5 Glock 17. So you got your Gen 5 lower. The big difference on this is that it's going to be adjustable hop up there from your guide rod, which is really nice, via Allen key. So you're not having to take down your slide anymore, put it back on, adjust. It's going to be really accessible and easy to change your hop up settings. So you've got the 17 model, and then of course the Glock 45, which essentially 19X in black.
Well, I mean, since the day the 19X was released, everyone was like, oh, can we get one in black?
That's how it works, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And now, for those not familiar, Glock actually only produced the 19X in this tan colorway.
Because
so it was military contract. So they released the 45 for civilians in black with forward serrations, but it's still the 19X platform, just with a black colorway. This one also, Gen 5 adjustable hop up from the front, just like the
as well as the 19X. Yep. So yeah, all the new gen coming from VFC on their OEM is going to have that front guide rod adjustability on the hop up.
Which honestly,
all
airsoft guns should do that. I don't know why we're still having to take our slides off.
I know, right?
Because like you've got to adjust and then fire and then adjust. It's dumb. Okay, so at the center of the board, we've got two new iterations of some existing pistols from Elite Force. Both of these Glocks, the 34 and the 17, are coming out as Deluxe models. Now, the Deluxe models will have the steel hammer kit already installed, a CNC'd aluminum slide. They are CO2 powered or CO2 compatible, and they come with a Glock hard case. So if you're looking for something that's already upgraded, has a little bit better performance, a little bit better longevity and durability from the steel hammer upgrade kit, that's definitely an option for you, and it comes with a cool hard shell Glock case. So for the collectors out there, certainly something to look into. For those of you out there that have used the Gen 3, 4, 5, what's your favorite generation of Glock grip? Do you like the 4? Do you like the 5 better? Do you like the finger grooves or no finger grooves? Do you prefer the smaller mag release or the larger mag release?
Everyone's got their for sure.
They're one thing.
Yep.
All right, moving along, let's go check out some of the rifles.
All right, rifles.
Yeah, rifles.
Rifles. So, Old Faithful rolled this out last year. We have the Bro Drab, as Matt has bestowed upon the VFC OEM bronze tan color. This is the HK line, 416 A5. It's got the Avalon, the ECS internals. ECS is the same gearbox that Avalon has. Everyone says Avalon internals, ECS gearbox, which is a phenomenal gearbox from VFC. We brought this with us again because we discontinued the M27. We brought it back with the ECS. So
and the long barrel as opposed to the short barrel.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, a lot of people didn't know we brought that back out. It is available with the ECS gearbox inside, Silky Smith Performance. Down here, we've got the gas blowback. That's right, gas blowback. This is gonna be, now, before people start spamming the comments, this is a KWA gas blowback, right? So you guys are familiar with their LM4 systems that have been out there on the market for a while. They've been doing a lot of improvements on it. Here you go.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is the 4th or 5th generation of the LM4.
Yeah, they've done a lot since, you know.
And you guys know I've been waiting for a gas blowback 416 forever. So I'm going to be buying one.
Right.
Even though I don't know where I'll use it.
Yeah, that's not the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? You deserve one.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, that's super exciting. And
I'm excited.
now this is the A4 styling as opposed to the A5.
It's going to be kind of a hybrid almost. It's got, you know, the updated stock on it, but they're still using the older gen front end, flip up front sight. I kind of like that they kind of went like a intermediate transitional period on it. Yeah. So.
And it gives you room to release a new model in the future. The A5.
Well, yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Something else interesting right below here, those of you familiar with the MP7 AEG release, they're now releasing the MP7 Navy, which was a huge request from airsofters. The Navy's, of course, most notable feature is the front Picatinny as opposed to the fold-down vertical grip. Now there's one big difference between this, and that's the steel barrel and 14mm negative threads for the addition of tracer units. So again, one of the biggest requests on the MP7 was the ability to attach tracer units. The MP7 Navy now has that ability. No ETA yet on these, but stay tuned. I can't imagine these are that far off. There's not a whole lot of tooling changes, same internals. We're good to go there. Moving along on the wall.
Boom, Samurai Edge. So we're changing some things up with the Avalon series. You know, we had the Saber and the Caliber series, M-Lock or Key Mod, and then 416 style receiver, regular style receiver. We're changing things up a little bit, so there's gonna be a limited run on the Samurai Edge.
Okay, so the Samurai Edge has basically Avalon internals, with the added functionality of having a programmable trigger. So you can get added functionality by being able to change your burst settings.
And that'll really give you the edge.
So this is the only model of Elite Force offered AEG with that programmability. It's kind of a test run to see if that's popular. If you guys like that programmability, you want to see more guns do that.
Absolutely.
You know, make sure you pick up the Samurai Edge or write the guys at Elite Force Humorex. Let them know that you like that programmability, but you'd like to see it in a different platform. Moving down from there, we've got another expansion of the Avalon line, or rather, maybe a shifting of focus of the Avalon line. Where everyone else is going to billet style, you guys are going old school, a little bit more classic.
We feel like 6 years ago, you started seeing that Troy style, billet style stuff, right? And now everything's like that. And it's like people have almost lost the silhouette and the traditional specs of an M4. So yeah, we're kind of pumping the brakes on that and just kind of going with what has historically been the foundation of airsoft.
The M4, like, you know.
Well, absolutely, yeah. And so we got the Mark 18. We released this one earlier this year with the ECS Avalon internals inside. And then, of course, you do one thing, and then just like with, you know, where's the other color? Where's the Block 2? Okay, so now we got the Block 2, so you can have all your immersions. A little bit longer railed, officially licensed by Daniel Defense.
Standard A2 grip. You got your really classic standard crane stock, rear wired. So, but overall, if you're looking for like a really classic Mark 18 or Block 2 form factor, there you go. That's, but this isn't the only one you're doing.
No,
you're actually doing a really classic M4A1.
Right. Yeah. So the cool thing about this too is I'm kind of I've been playing airsoft for a long time, so I'm one of those old head kind of guys, and I was like, man, I would love to just have a standard configuration M4, like a SOP mod, right? So here it is, Avalon ECS internals. The cool thing about this one is that we requested to have the barrel split right there, so if you want CQBR, you can. If you want the long one, good move. You know what I mean? So best of both worlds there. If you want to take that off and throw on your mop can and all that stuff, you know. So yeah, and then of course the classic, the staple of our Avalon series, the Saber carbine. Very popular item. So yeah.
There's one other, and I want to kind of come back to SMGs a little bit. MP5s have been super popular this year. I think some of the current combat video games have kind of brought them back into popularity.
I just unlocked my SD front end. Dude, you know what I mean?
What?
Yeah. Oh, it's a thing.
I built one this year.
Okay.
And I haven't had an MP5 in forever. So I put one of our EPS packages in it, so I fully built it out.
Okay.
Took it to Battle Lab. It rips 30 rounds a second. Like, it's a wonderful gun.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of guys that are into SDs and MP5Ks and things like that.
For sure.
And some of those things may be coming, but something that is definitely coming is a new release as part of your MP5 lineup. the MP5K.
Yes. So this is going to be, last year we had the limited edition, and the demand was so high, we just brought it back in the default configuration. You know, the limited had the skeleton folding stock, low optic mount, and a couple mags that came with.
Right.
We just brought it back in the standard configuration, but we do have the mounts as well. So
they're also doing an optic mount.
yeah. So most retailers are going to have, you know, both items. If you want something like that, it's going to be available.
And so guys that were looking for the, the MP5K,
full metal construction.
full metal construction. Well, I mean, it's still got the MP5 polymer lower. Excellent internals and build quality. Nice thing about the MP5K is it doesn't quite hit the price range of the
Avalon,
the 350
MP5s,
of the Avalon
yeah,
MP5s. This one's about 250,
Yep.
I think, retail. So
Yeah.
a little bit more affordable. Of course, you can put all your K accessories on it, and your battery tube, as opposed to being wired directly to the front. There is wiring in the front, but they've also got battery compartments at the top of the gearbox and the tube. Other than that, if you're into mag-fed paintball, they've released a couple more mag-fed paintball
That's
guns
fun
this year.
stuff, man.
The M&P series of their mag-fed paintball guns are available now.
Yes.
So we're going to be probably carrying those because those have done really well for us.
Absolutely.
Far more popular than we expected.
The
so.
shotgun up top, the double barrel, we showed it last year. We've had a lot of fun with that this year. There are guys that are 3D printing airsoft shells to put in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
That just
hopefully
makes sense.
somebody, mainlines them and get some production, some distribution going. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely. And then last but not least, kind of in Airsoft, we've got the Striker. Now, they've talked about the Striker before. We talked about it last year, showed the Striker in this shorter format. They're on like Gen 5 now. I think you guys are finally coming out
Yeah. It's kind of gone back and forth with some getting it out there to market, some behind the scenes stuff, but it will be out for 2020. We're pushing it hard, so we're going to have it out in multiple colors. But additionally, we carry all the parts. If you wanted to turn, if you currently have a Striker 1 and you wanted to turn it in that, we have the short barrel, the Type 4 inner barrel, the modular M-lock handguard. So we have the parts, but eventually the whole gun will be out as well.
And it's cool because I feel like I've seen more people trying to shorten sniper rifles and use them indoor.
It's wild.
Than I've seen snipers outdoors.
I think it's cool, man. I think that challenge is fun, something different. And then our CQB and CQC competition line, that's getting replaced. Traditionally, this is traditionally what it looked like. It had the railed front end, and then it was a CQBR with the flash hider ending there. This is where we kind of have, we talked about putting brakes on the older style M4s.
Right.
Well, this is kind of where we're negotiating with, coming to terms with some of the modern looks. So now it's going to come with the M-lock handguards, two-tone color. Amplifier on this one sounds really cool. And the other really cool thing is this has the AMOEBA gearbox, the AMOEBA EFCS gearbox inside. So now we're talking in that sub $200 price point, $180 to $200, you're going to be able to have that AMOEBA gearbox at a lot lower price. So,
and you still get the ability to program functionality using the EFCS programmer, which you can purchase separately. And that's nice functionality, especially for something that doesn't cost a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah, no, it's a very good budget-friendly competition line M4 for sure. We're excited to bring these on. We have the full line of M-lock accessories from AMOEBA as well, so put those right on there. This is kind of a different one, man. And this is one of those ones that you really don't know about until you shoot. We've got some on some videos on our social media about it. So it's going to be a CO2 powered M4 essentially.
Okay.
It takes two 12-gram CO2s in the stock.
Okay.
It's got semi-auto and 6-round bursts, and the 6-round burst is where it's really fun. Airsoft, 6 millimeter. Yeah, 6 millimeter. It's got a 400-round reservoir capacity mag. It's kind of got one of those old school deals where you pull down and put 30 in, right? Remember those from the old days?
Yeah. But it'll hold 400.
Yeah.
You just have to put in 30 at a time.
Yeah, 300 feet per second. The 6-round burst is like where it's at. And it's got a little bit of kick and recoil to it too. So
Interesting.
Yeah, and the price point on that is very affordable.
And ETA on release on these?
Those are shipping now.
Nice.
So I think it's about the price of like a 1911. Yeah, so we're excited for that one, man.
Before we go, something else you guys are doing is kind of Nerf or foam dart related. You mind showing us
absolutely.
some of that stuff?
Yeah, let's head over there.
Now, for those of you who think that Nerf has no place with Airsoft, I get it. Many of us started in Airsoft and really didn't do anything else. But as you guys know, it's getting harder and harder to
Yeah, let me wrap up with these guys
advertise
real quick.
Airsoft on social media, YouTube, and things like that. And so stores and fields need another way to bring in new players. One of the ways to do that is
a hot
with
item.
foam dart guns like these. This is the Elite Force Umarex REKT series. They're a foam dart like a Nerf gun, but they're actually air powered.
Yes.
And that gives you a lot more reliability, a lot more available power. So it really kind of brings the child game of Nerf up to an adult level of play. And I think that's really cool. If Nerf isn't for you, that's totally cool. But for somebody that isn't ready to play Airsoft, Nerf and guns like Nerf guns and the REKT series are a lot more attractive.
Yeah.
Plus, they're easier for fields and stores to advertise. So tell us a little bit about this system, how it works. I think right off the bat, you'll notice it looks a lot like
I'll give you this one.
a standard rifle and pistol. It doesn't look like a childish
right, yeah.
Nerf
So
gun.
it's got your traditional silhouette, but with very clear, obvious color. We have it available in red or blue, so you can get the team designation down. So it's going to shoot your standard foam dart, right? It's going to take your standard magazines that will be compatible with other brands out there, and it's going to be CO2 powered. Same thing with the Airsoft version over there we showed. It's going to take the CO2 in the stock.
Okay. And in the pistol, it's at the base of the
That's
the grip,
it, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so this is going to be kind of a pump action on the rifle. You simply pump back, feed a dart, pull the trigger. That's it, easy peasy. This is going to be muzzle loader, but the amount of shots you get out of there, I think you're going to get close to 100 shots out of it, which is, that's a long time. That's a day's worth of playing with the boys.
Or, an 8-hour day in our office.
There you go. Yeah, we've never just loaded these things up and started sending them around the office.
No,
That's never
who would do
happened
that?
at
That'd
Elite
be
Force.
extremely unprofessional.
I've never shot Evan with one of these things,
Yeah, I've
ever.
never been hit in the eye with one of these.
Well, no, iPro guys.
iPro,
That's
yes.
not a joke, dude. So yeah, the advantage over this, obviously CO2, it's not just air powered, it's not just kind of like a spring air power that we're used to with Nerf guns. Your traditional dart, foam dart guns out there are going to be around that 50 to 60 feet per second.
Maybe, yeah.
Right? This guy's going to be 90 feet per second. And this guy's going to be between 90 and 120 feet per second with that dart.
It's going to at least
It's
double
booking.
to triple your range.
It's booking on range.
So
and power.
definitely iPro.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. But the first kid that gets one of these for the backyard Nerf war, he's going to win for sure. So yeah, REKT is the line. So be on the lookout for that.
Awesome.
This should be dropping in about 2 months, 2 months or less from now.
Okay.
Pistols are available now.
So if you're working on convincing your parents to let you get into Airsoft and you need a stepping stone, this might be it.
Yeah.
It's certainly a lot easier to clean up in the backyard.
And this is kind of that intermediate transitional type platform for guys to get comfortable with Airsoft, especially introducing them to CO2.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more maintenance and responsibility when it comes to CO2. So I feel like this is a really good kind of way to help them not be so intimidated when they do, or if they want to look into Airsoft.
It's also great, because of the classic silhouette, for a parent that's looking to educate a child on gun safety and
absolutely.
they don't want to use an Airsoft gun
Yes.
because it is quite a bit more realistic. This is certainly a great stepping stone for that, teaching good weapons handling without kind of the danger and safety risk that an Airsoft gun presents.
Sure, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys liked looking around everything that Elite Force Umarex is coming out with this year. Nigel, thanks for showing us around and giving us all the
Absolutely.
information.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys later.
All right.